Geiranger is absolutely stunning. It's a real highlight on any Norwegian Fjords cruise. But if you're thinking of booking an excursion here to visit Mount Dasniba, there's something you really need to know. Our experience here might just help you avoid wasting time, money, and a lot of disappointment. Here we go. Hi fellow travelers, it's Ken here and welcome back to Ken Travels 360. It's now day 5 on our Celebrity Apex Norwegian Fjords cruise, and today is the day we've been all waiting for, Geiranger. This place is legendary, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and trust me, this morning has been nothing short of mind-blowing. We woke up really early and come up to the top deck to see the sail in, and we just passed the Seven Sisters waterfalls. It's definitely worth waking up early for. Well, we've just seen the Seven Sisters waterfalls, but now we got to come to the Ocean View Cafe to have breakfast because we have an excursion starting at 8:30. So there's not much time left. We got to get our breakfast and then get ready. But luckily, you can still admire the view while having breakfast. Well, the port has just deployed this kind of floating platoon to our ship, and the captain has just announced that the gangway has opened, and so we're gonna get out. The weather is not great. It started raining about an hour ago, and yeah, we're supposed to drive up to see amazing scenery, but let's see how it goes. The excursion we booked takes in a few classic photo stops, a viewpoint at Lake Juvat, the panoramic Fludasjuvet, and the Eagle Road with its famous bands. But really, the main reason we picked this was for Mount Dalsniba and the drive up to Skywalk. Without Skywalk, there was cheaper tour. That's the same with the official cruise line excursions as well. Well, we just got on the bus after heading straight off the ship. We're now going on an excursion that will take us to all the major viewpoints. The tour just picked us up right at the Geiranger cruise terminal, so it's really convenient. Now, this tour is actually quite packed, quite a lot for us. Soon, we were making our way up the mountain. It was incredible to watch the scenery change. Down in the village, everything was lush and green, but the higher we climbed, the more the landscape shifted. First, the trees started thinning out, then patches of snow appeared, and before long, we were driving through a landscape completely blanketed in white. Well, here we are. This is Juvat Lake, which means deep lake. We have just been told by the guide that because of the weather and because it's May, very early on, we can't go up to Mount Dasniba, and hence we can't actually do the skywalk, which is a bit disappointing. Well, there's supposed to be a deep lake there, but it's all frozen. There's some beautiful mountain views behind, but it's all fogged up. This is the risk of doing a Norwegian Fjord cruise like this in May. Yesterday we got really good weather, but today it's like this. It's quite disappointing. But even if it had been sunny, the road up to Mount Dasniba would still have been closed anyway because it's still snowy. But so right now we're here for a quick 15-minute photo stop. This is Fludasjuvet, and from here you can see down to Geiranger. There is an incredible panorama over the village and the fjord stretching out. It's an absolute must-do photo here. And the sun is out now. If you've been enjoying this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel with notifications enabled. That way, you'll be notified whenever I release new video.
There's a lot more Norway still to come, so make sure you subscribe.
From Fridalsøyvet, our coach made its way back down into Geiranger. It continued past the village right by our ship. Next up, we were climbing up the Eagle Road. This road is famous for its 11 sharp hairpin bends as it climbs out of Geiranger. I actually videoed it earlier from the ship, and from a distance you can really see just how dramatic those bends are. There is a viewpoint partway up, but instead of stopping there first, our bus took us further on to Idvarsnes Lake. Now this is the stop they added in to replace the Mount Dalsnibbe skywalk, since the road was still closed. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting too much. If it was that impressive, I reckon it would have been part of the advertised tour from the start.
Oh my god. One moment it was calm, and next it's now a blizzard. We got a blizzard here. Whoa. The weather in Norway is really changeable. Oh god. We're gonna get back to the bus again. Now we've got one more stop. We're now on the Eagles Road Bend, and it's magnificent view here. One side you can see Geiranger, the town, and on the other side is the Seven Sisters waterfall. So earlier it was really cloudy and dark, but now the sky has cleared over there and you can clearly see Seven Sisters waterfalls. And over there is our ship, Celebrity Apex. So I think this is now the last stop, and the shuttle is gonna take us back down there.
Now, if you don't fancy joining a coach tour, but you just want to go up the Eagle Road, then there's actually another way to experience all these. Right in Geiranger, you can rent one of these tiny electric vehicles. They're called e-mobility cars. And although they look like little toy cars, it actually seats 2 people. It's not exactly the most luxurious way to get around, but that's kind of the point. They're compact enough for these narrow winding roads, and they give you the freedom to stop whenever you want. That's probably why there's such a popular choice here. This was actually the last stop on our excursion. After that, we were taken straight back to the ship. Now, don't get me wrong, the views from each of the stops really are spectacular. But looking back, I don't think this excursion was worth doing, especially if you're visiting early in the cruising season. Until the road up to Mount Dalsnibbe is properly cleared, it just doesn't make sense to book a tour that's sold on the premise of visiting the skywalk. All they do is swap it out for a stop at a lake that you probably wouldn't have gone to otherwise. I just wish the tour companies and the cruise lines were a bit more upfront about that. Honestly, I don't think tours to the summit should even be offered this early in the season. As for us, after getting back to the ship, we grabbed a quick lunch, and then, with a bit of time left in port, we decided to head out again to explore the village and check out the beautiful waterfall.
Well, after having been on a bus tour the whole morning, so after lunch we decided to have a little walk up to the village. So we just walk up about 10 meters higher from the sea level. The view is already really good. What we have learned today is that if you are interested in doing the Mount Dalsnibbe excursion, well, actually it's only worth it if it is totally clear sky, sunny, because if it is surrounded by clouds, you just won't see anything, even if the road is open and you could get up there. So in that case, it's just easier to go for a more basic tour that will take you up the Eagle Road. It's pretty good view from there, back to the port. So when we were on the coach tour, the guy mentioned about this church, the Garanga Church, which was established in 1842. So we decided to walk up here to have a look. Well, unbelievable weather. 10 minutes ago it was sunshine, but now suddenly it's hailing again. So after the church, we decided to walk up a little bit more to have a look at the visitor center. So we are now at the Norwegian Fjord Center. So there is a admission fee of about 155 kroner to visit the exhibition. We decided to give it a miss.
The entrance fee at the Fjord Center felt a bit steep, but the main reason we skipped it was that we would much rather spend our time doing the waterfall walk instead. This is Storforsen, Geiranger's main waterfall, and it's nothing short of spectacular. The walkway takes you right alongside the cascading water as it rushes down from the mountains into the fjord. You can really feel the power of it up close.
I definitely recommend doing the waterfall trail. You can see this dramatic waterfall goes all the way down. So after visiting the church, you can walk through this waterfall trail and then walk back to your ship.
In fact, Storforsen translates to the big waterfall, and with a total drop of around 100 meters, is one of the signature sights of the village. It's hard to imagine a better way to experience the raw nature of Geiranger than walking right beside it.
You'll probably get stuck here on the waterfall trail, but it's still worth doing.
The end of the waterfall walk brought us right back down to the port. Perfect timing to head back to the ship. We had some of our daily tourists waiting for us in the room, and of course, we didn't want to miss the sail away from this incredible place.
Well, we're now at a sail away party for Geiranger, and we have been given blankets. This is giving me the vibes that we had in Alaska when we were doing a scenic cruising, seeing the two glaciers. We got blanket wrapped up like this. It's not actually that cold, but it's just nice to get some blanket. I do see something interesting, ice sculpting going on, so let's check it out. So to help guests to keep warm, they are also giving out mulled wine. I tasted a little bit and I don't really care for it, but Steve like it. So for the President's Cruise, they have actually organized a drone show for tonight at 10:45. However, they happen to choose probably the worst day weather-wise to do it because it has been raining all the time, well, on and off and on and off. And the captain himself earlier said there might be a weather system passing later in the evening, overnight. Corinne, is there any chance we are actually going to have the drone party if this weather?
I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so. It all depends on the company flying the drone.
Right.
Yeah.
Would they do it on another night? If...
No, because there's only one place they have the license to fly
it's
them
not.
from.
It's not
Yeah.
wherever you like. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, you have to have licenses to fly these things.
Right. Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll let you know.
Yeah. So as you can see, they have moved the seawalk, the floating pontoon, away. That means we'll be able to set sail really soon. So they come around for more hot drinks. This one is Norwegian fish soup. Oh, this is actually very good. Much better than the mulled wine.
Huge round of applause for Dave Sharp. Come on, give it up for him. Look at this gorgeous piece.
Cheers.
You can go get you some. Well, I got two coming, so you got an extra. It's all you.
So Steve got potato leek soup and I got hot chocolate. Yay. Well, the free hot drinks continue. This one is Bailey with cream.
The world famous Seven Sisters waterfall will be alongside on our
And we are about to pass the Seven Sisters. It's coming into view, and there's a commentary by the onboard naturalist Celia Garland currently. It's amazing looking at it from such a close distance. I like the way that the water is falling down, but it's blown by the wind, so it got some really amazing motion there. Celebrity Apex is a great ship for all this outdoor scenic cruising. So lots of outdoor space. After we passed the Seven Sisters waterfall, the sail-away crowd gradually thinned out. And for us, it's time for dinner. So tonight we're dining in the French main dining room Normandie, and Steve has got the big brie cheese. Yeah, looks quite interesting. And I've got, no surprise, escargot, particularly we are in a French restaurant. Right, let's try the escargot. It was not that great the other day when we had it in the Cyprus restaurant. Actually, it's much better today.
So in a French restaurant, I ordered French beef en croûte, or bœuf en croûte.
As for me, I've got the duck breast. Looks really nice. And we also got the gnocchi al formaggio, al quattro formaggi, which sounds totally Italian. Well, after dinner, we are now rushing for the second production show of the cruise, which is Tree of Life.
There's an endless road to rediscover. Tell me I'm too young to understand. They say you could be in a dream. So wake me up when it's all over. Talk to me like I always do.
After the show, we head up to the top deck, and even a couple of hours after leaving Garanga, the scenery outside is still absolutely stunning. We're now sailing through Storfjorden on our way to our next port, Oresund.
So I'm here now to give you an update regarding the highly anticipated drone light show that's supposed to take place around 11 p.m. So we are in constant communication with the drone operators, which are stationed by the position that we're supposed to stop at 11 p.m. They are monitoring the local weather, the winds, the rain, and the report that we have says that the winds and the rain has reached the threshold.
They just announced that the drone show is going to be cancelled, which is kind of expected, but quite unfortunate. It's one of the highlights of this President's Cruise, but oh well. Right, we've just come back to our room after an unforgettable day in Garanga. It's actually 10:30 now, but the sun still hasn't set. We are now actually heading to Oresund. Apparently there's a storm coming in, and to ensure that we can port tomorrow, the ship is trying to get there before midnight. I hope you've enjoyed this adventure with us. If you missed our previous days of our Norwegian Fjords cruise, watch one of these videos next to catch up. See you in the next one. Ciao.